Give an engineer unlimited funding and total freedom, and they will create a machine that will take your breath away. What you are about to see are real steel monsters working for the benefit of humanity. The Fendt Ideal Combine Harvester does two things. First, it unlocks your childhood trauma. Second, it can harvest an area the size of a soccer field in under 5 minutes. The only thing left to do is a mic drop. If you ever need a trench to reach down to the Earth's core, call the Wolf DWT 630. It can handle that too. If your name is The Rock or reinforced concrete, look away now, because the ChemRock DMW220 cuts meter-deep grooves through solid material the way ordinary people cut cake. It's got no chill whatsoever. Even by extreme machinery standards, the Slag Taurus is wild. It transports and pours molten slag at temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius, which would turn most vehicles into scrap metal. The Cutter Soil Mix makes you feel like you're mixing batter for a giant cake. Its two cutting wheels blend crushed soil with cement cream to form a solid, monolithic panel that will support a building. If you could have stood beside a Big Bud 747, you would have felt like an ant next to an elephant. Its tires alone had a diameter of 2.4 meters. This tractor could pull a plow as long as a blue whale at 13 kilometers per hour. In 1977, farmers literally prayed to it. The bucket of the 4100C Boss excavator is so big, it could fit a 2-room apartment. Seriously, someone could realistically live in it. Just 2 scoops are enough to fully load a massive dump truck. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the Bomag 1173 RB5 always chooses trash. Its discs are equipped with special forged teeth that tear open bags, crush solid objects, and chew the resulting mess into a uniform base, creating a stable landfill surface. For something that looks like a mechanical kaiju, the Kobelco SK3500D has surprisingly gentle manners. Its 65-meter arm dismantles buildings with surgical precision, making sure that not a single pebble falls on people or nearby structures. This is the Eurodrain ATR 450, a self-propelled trencher that digs deep channels and lays drainage pipes in a single pass. When deployed, it's 12 meters long, about the size of a city bus, except this one lives to tear through soil. From a tree's perspective, this self-propelled mulcher looks like a 30-ton cybernetic monster you can't escape from, which, honestly, is exactly what it is. Remember that muscular kid at school who was always the first to volunteer to move furniture? Well, that's the John Deere 9RX tractor. It pulls massive cultivators and seeders, covering hectares of farmland before the sun goes down. You're looking at a true agricultural tank, the Suoco S500. Paired with a ditcher, it can clear peatlands to a state of perfection. Even Lobster Larry's claws aren't as powerful as the Westech Woodcracker. With a crushing force of 105 tons, not only can it split an oak, but even that famous acorn. The Vermeer FT300 is the only machine that runs on beaver power. All 300 of them grind tree stumps into dust, clearing large tracts of land in just minutes. With legs this long, this machine could have been a model, but instead it chose a career in compost turning. Now its runway is endless 4.5-meter wide windrows that it reshapes into neat pyramids of future fertilizer. Is this really a machine or an amusement park with a 19-meter Ferris wheel, I ask myself. Nope. This rotary excavator is actually used to mine copper in Chile, with an impressive productivity of 14,500 tons per hour. Leave a like if you wish you were this productive. The Ibex G4 is essentially a motorized mountain goat with a taste for punk rock, judging by those spikes. It defies physics by climbing steep slopes while mowing down everything in its path. Did you know that sand gets extracted from flooded mines using what is essentially an escalator of buckets? They take turns cutting into the bottom, scooping up material, carrying it upward, and dumping it on the shore. And it just keeps going. Yeah, and I thought my job was repetitive. In the 21st century, freedom of choice belongs to every living thing. So when a tree wants to move, it hires a tree relocator machine. Depending on the plant's size, the machine can be fitted with blades up to 2,540 millimeters wide. No limits, just careful lifting and a smooth ride to a new home. Those movies where people pilot giant mechs aren't that far from reality, because we already have operators controlling 900-ton hydraulic excavators. You can't fight with it, but you can load a massive dump truck in just 3 passes. The Bagger 293 bucket wheel excavator is about as long as a 9-car train. It requires 5 operators to run, or should I say, metal dragon tamers. At 11 meters tall and weighing 113,000 kilograms, the Caterpillar D11 doesn't care what's in its way, a small bug or someone's car. So watch where you park. The Musashi is a crane barge that is so powerful that it can lift a structure as big as a skyscraper without throwing its back out. It was used to install spans on some of the longest bridges in Japan and the world, including the Pearl Bridge. This comb extractor looks like it was designed to brush a giant's hair, but until one actually shows up, it's fine doing side work out in the field. They say that with the XCA4000, wind turbines in China are growing faster than the population. And no wonder. This is the world's first 8-axle wheeled crane with a lifting capacity of 4,000 tons. It makes lifting a nacelle and blades up to 170 meters as easy as putting things on the top shelf. Meet the most polite machine in the forest. It gently holds the tree while cutting it down, then carefully loads the timber onto a truck. It's like having a butler who also happens to wield giant hydraulic scissors. The capacity of the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas cruise liner is truly iconic. In addition to nearly 10,000 passengers and crew, it includes a water park with 6 record-breaking slides, a 17-meter indoor waterfall, a 150-ton suspended pool, and who knows what else. Waking up in the morning would be much easier if you had a Liebherr LR 13,000 crane. It's the most powerful crane in its category and can lift a load of 3,000 tons to a height of 236 meters. That's more than enough to lift your sleepy body out of bed right on time with the alarm. When I found out this lawnmower exists, I squealed. Guys, it's a remote-controlled robot. It shreds bushes so aggressively that only memories remain, and it can do it at an absurdly steep angle. When a chain-cutting excavator goes up against solid rock, the rock doesn't put up a fight. No one wants to challenge a machine that can move through reinforced concrete at 3 meters per minute. Now let's talk about dental hygiene. This hydraulic drum mulcher uses small trees and bushes as toothpicks. What do you use? Tell us in the comments. The Trax T9 Smart Trax paired with the Morris Quantum Drill is basically Batman and Robin, saving the residents of Gotham every season from the horror of unplowed fields. The Amal Icebreaker ship is an optimist by nature. With 75,000 horsepower, it looks at 20,000-ton tankers like cute accessories and treats 3-meter thick ice like a fragile cookie. Sure, the tractor has ridiculously large wheels, but can we talk about that sod peat cutter? My inner perfectionist is screaming, I need this, even though I don't have a peat field. It's impossible to look at the top of this drilling rig's mast without injuring your neck. It's absurdly tall. This monster prepares foundations for skyscrapers, bridges, and basically anything that needs to be ridiculously large and strong. Do you have a favorite record? Mine is a Vermeer disc. When you put it into solid rock like sandstone or limestone, it plays a beautiful track called Trench So Straight It Hurts. If Denji from Chainsaw Man were an excavator operator, this would be his ride. No demon would come near this 4-meter saw, and the few that did would end up in a deep trench. I refuse to believe the Gosho Grab Dredger was built by humans. Have you seen that bucket? It could fit 2,000 people, and that's not a joke. One dip looks like it'd pull up a full day's worth of solid ground. Just like Ant-Man can grow from tiny to giant in seconds. The Liebherr Mark 140 mobile crane transforms into a full crane tower in just 15 minutes, extending its boom high above the site. Autumn leaves create the kind of mess that only a huge vacuum can deal with. The Spartan Leaf Pro Plus generates enough suction to pull in not just leaves, but also small branches, bottles, and wet dirt. Why hasn't Netflix made a show about the SGC 250 yet? It can lift 5,000 tons in a 40-meter radius, the equivalent of 9 Airbus A380s fully loaded with fuel, passengers, and luggage. The first crane of this type is currently being used to build a nuclear power plant in the UK. In 2012, the Zoom Lion concrete pump shocked the world by setting a Guinness World Record as the longest concrete pump ever built. Its boom measures exactly 101.1 meters. From a physics standpoint, it's a technological marvel. I'm convinced that pirates need to get with the times and swap out their ships for some amphibious excavators. Think about it. Between treasure hunts, they could dredge the seabed or clean up swamps. Productive downtime. Genius, right? The engineers at Yandanul Group were like, we've built a 25-meter underwater trencher that stands on tracks the size of Easter Island statues. What should we call it? Oh, the Sunfish. This excavator is like that kid who tried to get taller by hanging from a pull-up bar, but only their arms stretched. At least now it can demolish 20-story buildings. Welcome to the Reinforced Tips Barbershop. Here, unwanted hair is removed using the largest hydraulic shears in the world. Wow, this massive diamond disc barely fits on my screen. Forget concrete, it looks like I could cut tectonic plates. This machine may look bulky and oversized, but it has the soul of a perfectionist. It lays asphalt so smoothly that people with OCD stop to take selfies with it. No matter how powerful your wheel loader is, the Caterpillar 994K will make it look like a toy. Its wheels have a diameter of 3.5 meters. That's roughly 3 Tyrion Lannisters stacked on top of each other. Its bucket can hold 45 tons of material, or all Game of Thrones fans, depending on whether you're heading to work at a quarry or watching a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. The moment you start up a tractor with an auger snowblower, you turn into Elsa from Frozen. This machine chews through rock-hard snow and blasts it away like magic. Or high pressure, if we're being technical. Calling Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas a city is no exaggeration. It can accommodate 6,680 passengers and 2,200 crew members. For comparison, the Titanic only had a capacity of 2,224 people, and even that already felt crowded. Did someone order a giant tracked mechanical sieve? Give the Chieftain 2100X 600 tons of dirty rock and 1 hour, and you'll get perfectly clean piles of crushed stone and sand. So bright, they might blind you. Transporting the tracked crane LR11350 requires at least 2 trucks and 0 room for error. Because if it doesn't arrive, there will be no one left to lift a 300-ton reactor dome into place. The Greek Navy knows how to make an entrance, and the HS Kerkyra proves it. Measuring 57 by 26 by 22 meters, it's the largest air cushion landing craft in existence. Powered by 3 massive fans, it glides across the water at 111 kilometers per hour. A fully loaded 12-meter shipping container weighs almost as much as a gray whale. The Manson 300R just grabs it, doink, and swings it 50 meters like a feather. The secret lies in its stable 8-ton outriggers, which keep this beauty from tipping over. When work needs to be done at an altitude of 1,900 meters above sea level, the Wolf 1250B is in a league of its own. Its booms reach 80 meters and can still confidently hold an 11-ton load at full extension. Sorry, Mountain Wind, you won't be stopping this damn repair. Bow your heads before the king of ports, the Cenobogan 895E Rehandler. It can reach a ship with its arm while its cab stays on the other side of the road, calmly finishing a cup of diesel. What's even more impressive is that a single bucket load can lift as much material as 2 large dump trucks. That's a real wow! Alright, Lieber, we get it. You simply don't know how to make uncool cranes. Take the LG 1750. Its boom looks slim, but it lifts a 160-ton mast section to 100 meters with unsettling ease. Magic? Willpower? Pure engineering? What's the secret? So what's the main enemy of machines like the LG 1750? Rough terrain. But there's a solution called the roadway kit, a mat system that spreads the crane's massive weight across a wider surface, preventing the wheels from sinking into mud or soft ground. Thanks to the small autonomous Agbot tractor, farmers gain a huge amount of free time. It plots its own path, collects data on its own, and pulls plows and other equipment by itself. A dream assistant. This is the chainsaw Levi Ackerman was missing. He could have sliced Titans vertically without ever leaving the ground. By the way, if you stood the Ever-Eco container ship upright, it would be taller than the Eiffel Tower. It's the green flag all the ladies dream of. Technically, this bucket is designed for screening gravel, soil, and construction debris. But if you decide to sift flour for a 3-meter cake, no one would judge you. 1150 Evo isn't just big, it's colossal. Its rotating drum continuously cuts into rock layer by layer, while the conveyor carries the crushed material away. Its size and power allow it to handle, with ease, tasks that would take an entire crew of people days to complete. This giant blue beast, the XR42, creates targeted earthquakes and rock faces to extract minerals. It's basically geological acupuncture. Precise vibrations in exactly the right spots until everything gives way. When the Caterpillar 8200 takes a step, the ground vibrates for hundreds of meters around it. This machine is so massive that it's usually assembled directly on site over the course of a year and never leaves the quarry again. It's easier to scrap it than to transport it. The Caterpillar 797F is what happens when the word enough is never applied to a dump truck. 15 meters long, 4,000 horsepower, and a payload of 400 tons. It doesn't move rock, it relocates geology. How do you move a 63-meter industrial giant weighing 950 tons? You don't. You let SPMT platforms and heavy tractors do it. Hundreds of wheels roll in unison while fleets of tractors pull from the front like mechanical pack animals. It's David carrying Goliath. Except David has 200 axles. The Brock demolition robot couldn't grow tall, so it made friends with cranes. When a smokestack needs surgical dismantling, a giant crane turns into a taxi service, lifting this compact pro straight to the top. So what is the Brack T28? Basically, two massive serrated pizza cutters bolted to a tractor, slicing through forest debris to prepare the soil for replanting. Maybe the Cat 6015 only has one tooth, but when it can bite through limestone and shale without a single cavity, who needs more? Every morning, the Mi-26 starts with a light warm-up, transporting passenger aircraft weighing 28 tons and more. The Fendt 939 Vario pulls a Samsung PG-2 tanker with a 36-meter boom, basically the wingspan of a commercial jet. It fertilizes your field, your neighbor's field, and possibly the entire zip code. Forget the pyramids. I'm more interested in how engineers in the 1960s managed to build a 173-meter road train. It had 54 wheels, each 3.5 meters in diameter. God bless the poor soul who had to inflate them. That's all for today. But you still have time to tell me in the comments which machine made you say wow. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.